This, for me, is heaven. I love it here.
So do we.
Have you ever dreamt of starting over and turning your back on city living?
Let's do it.
Exciting.
Of giving up everything you know to make a brand new life in the country?
Love that view. And there's our house.
In this series, I'll meet those who are bravely leaving their 9-to-5s and selling up to chase their dreams.
This is my last big adventure. I'm going to enjoy it.
Cheers.
For a new life.
Of moving to the great British countryside to start their very own business from scratch.
It's definitely doubling everything.
For a year, I'll experience their brand new lives right alongside them.
How high do you want to go?
Yeah, that's good.
See up close the huge challenges they face.
It looks like the apocalypse has been and gone.
We're frozen solid.
That's a big hit in the pocket.
This is our running water.
If this doesn't work, we've got to walk away.
But I'll also discover the massive rewards.
Yes! Fully booked. This is a good sign.
700 for today.
That is wicked.
And when I return the following year,
Are you open or aren't you open? What a transformation.
I'll find out if all their endeavour achieved their dream, new life in the country. This time, I'm in Scotland in the Pentland Hills. 100 square kilometres of woodland and rolling countryside. I'll be meeting a woman who's swapping city life as a hotelier
This is beautiful.
Isn't it?
to follow her dream of living in the Scottish countryside and running her very own dog training centre here in West Lothian, Scotland. For the next year, I'll follow the endeavours of 63-year-old Rizia.
I'm ready to leave now. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll see the stark realities of what she's taken on.
This bridge here that we're coming up to,
Yep.
this is where the beauty stops.
The beauty stops.
Oh, it stops.
Wow. This is a massive mountain to climb.
Meet her son spending every spare hour helping her.
If anyone was going to do it, it'd be her.
And see what this 63-year-old is prepared to endure for the sake of her dream of turning her love of dogs into a business.
There's no bathroom in here.
We've got a portaloo.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of March. I'm on my way to meet someone who's swapping city life for a brand new beginning in a rural idyll here in the heart of the Pentland Hills, West Lothian, Scotland. For the past 32 years, 63-year-old Rizia lived in a 6-bedroom townhouse here in the heart of the city of Edinburgh. She brought up her 2 sons, Josh and Kyle, here single-handedly. Since they left home, she's made a living running a bed and breakfast for the homeless in her house and working as a qualified dog trainer part-time. But the COVID pandemic changed all that. Rizia has a lung condition and had to isolate, so was no longer able to continue running her B&B.
Because I'm shielding, I had to close my business. I'm not a victim, so I try and be proactive, and I've always wanted to get a small holding, always. So I thought, I'll do it now. I was going to do this years ago, absolutely years ago, but just life took over.
Rizia decided to take the plunge and put everything she has into making a new life in the country.
Going from a 6-bedroom townhouse in the centre of town to somewhere that doesn't even have a house, I'm going off grid, got no electricity, running water, anything like that. Let's go.
Rizia has just sold her family home in the city and bought this, a 27.5-acre completely derelict farm in the heart of the Pentland Hills. A lifelong dog lover, Rizia has grand plans to build a dog training business here.
Dogs are a big part of my life, and they will be a big part of the farm.
As well as gaining the required dog training skills, her plan over the next year is to clear the site of rubbish, debris and rubble and create a 7-acre outdoor dog training area, a covered indoor training area and build her forever home. She also wants to create a small holding, erecting a polytunnel where she'll grow cut flowers to sell, and in time she plans to plant 1,000 trees to create new woodland and build boarding kennels to grow the business. 1 week ago, Rizia left her 6-bedroom townhouse and packed everything into a transit van. which her sons have fitted out to be her new temporary home, shared with her beloved German shepherds, Ellie and Scorch.
Pop that back in the box, I think that's us. Your new van, Ma. Your new home.
Oh, God, looking at... Oh, that's cool.
You happy with that?
Oh, there's plenty of room. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted plenty of space for the dogs. Is this my bed?
That's your bed
Gonna
up
be my
here.
bed.
That's
Cool.
your bed up here. We'll get a mattress done for you.
Oh, I'm going to like living in here. Thank you. I go from crying and upset to really excited, but right now, I'm kind of on a numb because I know I've still got a lot to do. I mean, it's the first time I've ever done this. There's so much I've got to learn. I love that house because it's been a happy house.
Come on, you're all right.
So, from that point of view, I'm sad to leave.
Let's go.
Yeah!
At the end of the day as well, she's like 63 and she's tiny.
Yeah, for a wee lady, she's got some bite behind her butt.
Determination.
Yeah.
Grit and determination.
Yeah.
But...
We're here, we're here.
Down, 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 down.
Right, let's let the dogs out then to their new home. Come on, this way, up here. I think they're going to like it.
To afford her new life, Rizia's sold her house for £570,000 and bought her 27.5 acres for £250,000. After paying off the mortgage and with her life savings, that leaves her £170,000 to set up her dog training business and build herself a house. But until then, she'll be living in the transit van.
I'm going to put my hat on. Now, it's getting cold. It's actually chilly here.
With the temperature dropping below zero, Rizia settles in for her first night in her new home.
With no electricity, no running water. I'm going to be cold, so I'm just going to use this downy to sleep here. And then my pillow. There's no light, so when it's dark, it's pitch black. That'll do. But I've got the dogs.
It's morning, day one of Rizia's new life in the country.
It was cool. It was actually, the bed was comfy, I was warm. We kept the diesel heater on. I had a brilliant sleep, really good. At one point, I had to actually take the downy off. So it was all right, yeah. And considering it was 0 degrees outside. Hey, where are you? Oh, come on then, let's go.
One week later, with temperatures still well below zero and an icy wind blowing, I'm on my way to see Rizia. I'm a great dog lover myself, but I'm fascinated to find out why, as she approaches retirement age, she's taking on such an epic undertaking to turn her passion for dogs into a business.
Hi, Rizia.
Hi, Ben.
How are you doing? Look at this.
I know. It's
This
gorgeous,
is
isn't it?
beautiful. Who have we got here as well?
This is Scorch.
Hello, Scorch. Wow, Scorch is big. You're very handsome. This is magnificent. Look at that snow on the hills.
I love it.
What is it, though? Is it the freedom? Is it the wind? Is it the space?
Well, it's the location, the scenery. The space is brilliant. I mean, especially for my dogs.
Let's go. Come on. Look how beautifully behaved he is. So you're obviously very knowledgeable when it comes to dog training. Have you ever done it as a business?
No, I haven't actually. I was lucky enough to have friends that are really good dog trainers who I've been able to assist and have helped me along. But actually, my own business, never. This is new.
Does it feel daunting, though, in any ways?
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do.
So where are you going to begin?
My two sons are hard at work, getting everything fenced in just now. And then once they've done that, they're straight on to building my house. It was a choice of either wither away and die slowly, or I go out with a bang, and I'm going out with a bang.
Our walk brings us to the boundary of Rizia's land, marked by her own stream. How romantic is that?
This bridge here that we're coming up to?
Yep.
This is where the beauty stops.
The beauty stops?
It stops. You're in for a treat.
Oh my goodness.
Coming up, I'm lost for words when I see the reality of what Rizia's taken on.
Sorry, it gets worse. Where do you even begin?
And discover the extent of the challenge ahead. And I find out about the farm's grisly history.
There was a murder here.
What?
I'm in the beautiful Pentland Hills south of Edinburgh with 63-year-old Rizia.
This has got to be a huge difference to Edinburgh.
Oh, huge. There's no comparison. I mean, you wake up in the morning and all you hear is the birds, and it's just gorgeous, yeah.
Who sold her 6-bedroom house in the centre of the city to follow her dream of living in the countryside. But instead of thinking about retiring, she just embarked on starting a new business of her own, from scratch. I'm getting my first look at the 27.5-acre plot that she just bought.
Rizia, this is already looking like quite a task ahead of you.
Well, it looks like the apocalypse has been and gone. Do you know?
It is dilapidated.
This was the beautiful farmhouse we're coming up to.
Which has no roof.
Well, you've only seen the back of it. That's
Oh,
the good
is this
side.
the good side?
That's the good side.
Good side. Oh my goodness me.
I mean, it's got quite a rich history. There was a murder here.
What?
Yeah, and the owner was murdered. And since then, because it's lain vacant, it's been used as fly tipping, there's been vandals.
So I see loos, fridges, freezers, oh my god. Sorry, it gets worse.
So it's okay, this is only the
Am
start.
I allowed to be slightly overwhelmed? I don't want to use the word horrified because there is still lots of beauty around us.
Look that way.
Yeah, beautiful, horrific. I mean, Rizia, where do you even begin?
Well, I have made a start on it. I did make a start.
It looks like Rizia's going to be living in her van for quite some time.
So this is home?
Yes, it is. My little van.
Have a look inside?
Oh, please do.
Am I allowed to go in? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
go on.
Should I take my boots off?
No, look at it. So what do you think of it?
It's functional. It's kind of utilitarian. Who's this here?
Oh, that's little Ellie.
Hello, Ellie. So you've got the 2 kennels there. You sleep above the kennels. It looks like you've got a pig's ear on your bed.
I've got 2 pigs here, one for each of them.
There's no bathroom in here?
I've got a portaloo.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I love your sunny disposition. Let's be honest, a lot of people would look at this and just think, I can't do that. Not in the winter, not in Scotland. I can't live in a van above my muddy dogs.
I wasn't sure if I could, but no, it's actually not been that bad. I'm getting quite attached to it.
But we're week 1.
Yeah, but we're in March and the weather's getting better. All right, and the nights are getting longer, so we're good.
I finally met my match with someone with a sunnier disposition than me. It's
really?
Great. Yeah, I think, honestly, you out-optimist me.
I have my moments.
I can't help thinking that Rizia's optimism will be severely tested by her plans. For the outdoor dog training, she needs to clear 7.5 acres of debris and broken glass, secure it with a 6-foot-high fence. She also needs to resurface 200 metres of access road and build a car park. She needs a place to live, which will need to be built from scratch. And then there's Rizia's planned money-spinning sideline. She wants a polytunnel so she can grow and sell flowers. And all that before next winter.
It has a good feel here, I think.
Yeah, it does. If you can make something good out of it, then why not?
It's mightily ambitious, but she does have help. Her 2 sons, Kyle and Josh, are grafting for Mum in any spare time they have.
Not bad, not bad. Yourself?
Nice fencing, look at that. That is a nice line.
Josh is a fireman with a young family. Kyle is a freelance builder and single.
Have you done this before?
Never, never.
Seriously?
Yep.
Are you going to do this all the way around?
Up to here, I've got 50 metres done. There is another 950 metres to go just on this site.
Just on this side.
Yeah.
Were you both surprised when she told you what her plans were?
I think it's always kind of been on the horizon.
Yeah, she's always wanted to do something like this.
Yeah.
Living here, it's a cold winter day, I think we'll all agree, and it's hard physical graft. Do you worry a bit about her being out here?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no. I think if anyone was going to do it, it'd be her. She'd be the one to do it.
But it looks like she might be relying on both of you moving ahead.
Yeah, I think it's slightly.
By the look of things, keep costs down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be sort of a family project.
And happy to help out?
More than happy. If it helps her achieve her dream.
Builder Kyle is doing a lot more than helping out. He plans to build Rizia a house.
You're good sons. So obviously your mum's living in the van right now. It's pretty basic. How far off do you think this is for a house?
It won't take us too long to get the house up and livable. For the land, I'm not quite sure what that's going to take.
Yeah.
You guys have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, certainly do. Yeah, certainly do.
Kyle estimates the house will cost £110,000, including bringing water and electrics. Clearing the site, £20,000. Road and car park, £20,000. And the polytunnel, £4,000. The current plan could cost £154,000, leaving Rizia £16,000 to live off until her business is up and running.
You're going to be busy.
Yes.
And are you optimistic you can get all this done by the end of the year?
Now let's be realistic. Probably not all done by the end of the year. But before funds run out, I have to start working and making money because, as you can imagine, this is a money pit and it's all going out and I've got nothing coming in just now.
Well, Rizia, I have to say, I'm sharing this journey with many people all across the UK. This, I think, is the one that excites me the most.
This is my last big adventure. I'm going to enjoy it.
Wow, this really is a tale of two worlds, really. You've got beautiful landscapes all around, and then you've got this dereliction here. And this is a massive mountain to climb. And she's got time constraints as well, because she can't live in that van forever. You know, she doesn't have many utilities and amenities there. She has to get going. And she's building a home and a business. You need a lot of optimism and a big imagination. Fortunately, I think she has both.
Just 4 days later, and Rizia has hired heavy machinery to begin the mammoth task of getting the site clear. At a cost of £20,000, it's a huge financial outlay.
It's starting to move now. We're going to level out all this road and get aggregate in. I can't wait for the road not to be muddy. You know, just step out the van and you're not knee-high in mud.
But the diggers and dumpers can only clear so much.
That way, that way.
The rest of the site will have to be cleared by hand. And that's a job for the boys. And Rizia.
Watch. Oh, stuck. I think it's going to make a huge difference and it'll maybe be able to see everything a bit more clearly. So, yeah, hopefully by this time next week, we'll have a nice clear place. So that'll be exciting when they start knocking things down.
It's 1 month since Rizia moved from her central heated townhouse into a transit van. The 27-acre site is still being cleared of the 50 tonnes of rubbish. And despite being spring, there's no sign of warmer weather. Temperatures are still dropping below zero at night.
So I knew it would be cold, but I thought the worst of the weather will be over. I haven't actually dressed myself properly yet because I'm too cold. Well, I think I've aged 10 years for every week. I feel about 90 now. I'll be getting my telegraph with the Queen next week. Oh,
Despite the freezing cold temperatures, work on the dog training business continues. 1 kilometre of fencing has to be erected to secure the site before Rizia can train dogs safely here. Each one of the 300 wooden posts has to have a 2-foot hole dug.
I'm happy with that.
And then wire fence secured to them. It's back-breaking work for these fledgling fencers who've been hard at it for weeks now.
It's been a
steep learning curve.
a very steep, sharp learning curve.
It takes Rizia's sons 2 months, but by May, the outdoor dog training area is safely fenced. But instead of flowers, May brings snow.
It's May the 5th, and the hills, everything's covered in white.
For 3 months, she's been living in her converted transit van.
Cold today, and it reminds me of when I first moved in my van, my lovely van, which I managed to bash, which meant a big gaping hole in it, which meant the wind and the sleet and the mud, everything went flying in there when I was in there. I thought I was going to die from the cold. -10. I heard about a local farmer who had a caravan for sale, so I contacted him. And then the next thing you know, up he rocked, lights flashing, and he brought me this.
For £1,000, this is a big change for Rizia. She has a kitchen, a sofa, and a bedroom.
This is actually pure luxury. Just now, being able to come in, we've got a gas fire, I can put the kettle on, it's dry.
The end of May finally brings flowers and summer to the Pentland Hills. The past few months, Rizia and her boys have worked tirelessly in freezing cold conditions, and they've finally done it. The site is cleared. It's taken 4 months, but it's now a blank canvas for Rizia to build her business on. And she wastes no time.
Hello.
Today, Rizia has her first client, Anne, who has a young puppy.
Oh, Rudy!
Rizia has some dog training qualifications and used to do one-on-one training as a side gig, but nothing since lockdown. Anne wants help training her new German Shepherd puppy, Rudy. Something that's easier said than done with a 12-week-old playful puppy.
Just get down to his level and just say his name.
Rudy.
All I need you to do is say, come, give him a treat.
boy.
He doesn't have to move or anything. That's it.
Good boy. Well done. You are so clever.
That was my first one-to-one for a year. I was quite nervous, actually. I thought, God, am I going to remember everything? You're gorgeous. So, yeah, that was good.
Well, that was an amazing training session, and I would definitely recommend her. I really like the location. It's just really the perfect place to come and train dogs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Anne.
Bye.
Bye.
Today, Rizia's earned £60, her first income in a year.
I mean, it's not so much the money, it's the fact that I'm working again, because I was a wee bit worried that maybe I'd lost it, but I don't think I have, so that's good.
Coming up, Rizia goes for a vital new training qualification.
Is that 5?
That's 5.
Right, OK.
But will she pass her exams? It's a race against time to finish building work.
We're way behind. If we'd been all right, it would have been done.
And I come back a year later to find out if the dream move has been worth it.
No regrets?
It's summer in the Pentland Hills,
Hello. Hello, Jenna.
and 6 months since giving up city life in the centre of Edinburgh
Hello, gorgeous.
to embark on a new life in the country, Rizia, with the help of her sons Josh and Kyle, have been building her dream smallholding and dog training business from scratch. So far, they've cleared the site of 50 tonnes of debris and secured the outdoor dog training area with a kilometre of fence, all put in by hand. But before she can run classes, she needs to finish the access road and car park for clients, which will all take time. But she is able to start her grand plan to grow and sell cut flowers to florists, something she's never done before. To do this, she's bought a 60-foot-long polytunnel at a cost of £4,000. Another big financial outlay.
If thought it was going to be more hassle than that, but it actually went on quite smoothly.
How do you think Mum's going to feel about this then?
I think she's going to be over the moon. It's just she'd be waiting so long for it to get done.
God, this looks so different. You can feel the difference, eh, as soon as you...
as soon as you come in.
Oh, I'm moving my bed in here.
This is part of Rizia's dream of selling produce from her land. But, having never done anything like this before, she doesn't know where to start.
I've brought you loads of stuff.
Oh, Cat.
So she's called on friend and flower farmer Caroline to help set up the business.
What do you think?
That's great. This will be perfect. It's a good size.
Caroline has been commercially growing cut flowers for 20 years.
Right, do you want to do some? Try not set fire.
Oh! Am I spacing them okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh, that's a big one. I didn't lift it up. Okay.
Yep. Make sure they're well supported.
Say we filled this place with flowers. How much would you reckon if you got a good market?
It depends if you're going to do high-end things like roses, peonies, those sort of things. You could easily be making like 10 grand a year in your sort of second, third year. Flower farming's not the easiest way to earn a living.
Actually, I've realised I probably won't make any money this year. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And if you're stuck with anything, just let me know.
Flowers will make money in a year or two. But the dog training business is the heart of the dream. And for that, they still need to finish the access road and car park. To save money on contractors, Rizia and her sons have decided to buy the equipment needed and do it themselves. She's even picked up an old tractor to help level the ground, setting her back £9,000.
Ah, it's cool. It's really cool. I really like it. I feel like it's a big monster truck. If somebody had told me 2 years ago that I was going to own a tractor, I wouldn't have believed it. I would have thought, oh God, in my dreams. And here I am with my tractor.
Once the access and parking are ready, Rizia's business plan is to have multiple dogs on site at the same time.
Come on.
She wants to offer dog behaviour training and courses in nutrition and health.
Right. Today, I'm doing my final test for PACT, which is the Professional Association of Canine Trainers. Yeah, I'm feeling quite nervous about it, but, you know, it needs to be done. I'm just cramming. I do have that knowledge. It's just sort of getting it all up there, ready for today. The one thing that I'm actually worried about is all the technical terms and the scientific terms. I just need to get it clear in my head. Hello?
Today is Rizia's final assessment by Natalie and Corinne.
We found you.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
They'll be testing her scientific knowledge and practical skills as a dog trainer.
So how are you feeling about today?
10 minutes ago, I wasn't nervous. Now, yeah, I'm absolutely bricking it. I've forgotten a lot of the technical and scientific terms.
Rizia's first test is to see if she can teach owner Laura how to train her dog Una to spin.
What we'll do is we'll get her standing up.
First, Rizia demonstrates how it's done.
Oh, and it's as simple as that.
Yes.
That's it. Lovely. That's really, really good.
Girl.
Your timing's perfect, by the way. Last one, was that 5?
That's 5.
Right, OK.
That's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take that home and work on it.
She passes the practical part of the test with flying colours.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
Next is the expert level knowledge test. Rizia will be grilled on the science and theory behind training, nutrition and health.
Well, I'm glad that bit's over.
Yeah.
Dreading this bit.
Okay. But we're not going to quite put you out of your misery yet.
All right, OK.
So we've got a few questions for you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
How would you define extinction?
Extinction, it's when you stop rewarding a behaviour, so it basically, it stops happening. An example is barking. Once you've worked out that the dog doesn't need anything and is barking for attention, if you stop giving him attention, he should stop barking because he isn't getting what he wants. Mm-hmm. And you've also got to be careful. It's not just undesired behaviours. that can go extinct if you don't reward them, if they don't get reinforced. It's also good behaviour. Okay,
It's all over. All Rizia can do now is wait for the results.
So...
Fab.
Is that it?
Everything you said was on point.
You've done fabulously, well done.
We would love to have you as a full member of PAP.
Thank you very much. Wow.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I needed this. I really, really needed this sort of validation because I wasn't feeling that confident in my abilities, but now, I mean, I'm actually itching to start now. I can't wait to start.
It's autumn in the Pentland Hills, and 8 months since she moved here, Rizia has taken to social media to promote her new expert level.
Oh, look, there's somebody called Fraser just liked it. Woohoo! One of the things we have to do is start building up distractions. And how I start is just, I'll feed them.
Okay.
And you have to call them away.
Okay.
Okay?
But with the car park still not finished, she hasn't been able to use the outdoor training area for big groups during the summer.
He's got too much energy.
And with winter coming, the outdoor training season will be ending soon.
Oh, you got an itch?
After not opening for the summer, Rizia has to make winter pay.
It makes me think we really have to have indoor spaces to, you know, for training, to be able to make this function as a proper business that'll go around all year.
Rizia wants to convert the old gatehouse into an indoor all-weather training centre. But it will come at a cost of £20,000. She can't afford to build a house and a covered training area. So she makes the brave decision. The house will have to wait. The business comes first.
I came to this really short of money because it was a year not working. Lots of people think the house is my priority. It isn't. My priority is to get the place up and running and self-sustaining first, and then do it. There's still so much to do. I need to win the lottery.
To transform the derelict gatehouse into a training area, they'll need to paint the outside, add a roof, windows, doors, and a concrete floor. Fit electrics, plaster the inside, and finish the car park. Oh, and the road. All that for £20,000. Work begins in earnest. Rizia has nailed the tractor, and now for the steamroller.
As I say, her steamroller skills are pretty up there. Yeah, I'm sure she could get a job on a site. If things don't work out here, she's got a couple of things she could fall back on. Yeah.
It's a race to finish before the weather turns. Otherwise, Rizia will have no way of making any money all winter long. And with snow on the ground in the middle of winter, I'm back 1 year later to see if they've managed it.
The last time I saw Rizia, she was living in a transit van with no electricity and no running water in what can only be described as a freezing cold, post-apocalyptic landscape. But that didn't stop her ambitious plans to transform that wasteland into her dream home and a brand new dog training business.
Now it's been totally cleared and made safe. The gatehouse was a shell. Now it's a spacious indoor dog training centre.
Knock, knock. Wow, Rizia, how are you?
I'm fine,
oh my
thanks.
goodness, look at this. It's working. The business is up and running. You've got a roof.
You did.
Now, last time I saw this, I mean, this was just a shell of a building. There was nothing here, really.
There was no windows, no doors, no roof. It was just some breeze block.
I can almost take my coat off. So who did this? One of your sons?
This was all Kyle, and he did absolutely everything. He put the roof on, the windows in, and I think he's proud of it, but I'm really, really proud of him.
You should be. It's an amazing building, and it's such a fantastic transformation. And most importantly, it looks like things are actually going on with dogs in here.
Yeah, it started not that long ago. People are starting to know I'm here.
It's so calm and quiet in here,
Isn't
given
it?
that there are all these dogs. It's amazing. But on a personal level, how satisfying is this for you?
I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So yeah, I'm buzzing.
This is really impressive.
Coming up, I see if Rizia has managed to make any money.
Still got any money left?
It's a money pit.
And finally see where she's living now.
What is this?
I'm in the Pentland Hills, 1 year after first meeting Rizia, who had ambitious plans to transform a wasteland into a dog training business.
Knock, knock. Wow, look at this.
I know.
She's succeeded with that goal, but I want to find out what else she's achieved from her dream since I was last here.
Okay, so this is all tidied up quite a lot.
It has been, yeah.
When I first visited here, Rizia was living in a small van.
And what is this?
This is my static caravan.
Wow, so you've upgraded from the Transit.
Yeah, I've upgraded from the Transit to an old farm static. I mean, it's skanky and old, but what a difference.
How much more comfortable is this than the Transit van?
1,000,000 times more comfortable. I mean, it's warm, I can move about. I was freezing, I was wet.
I was worried about you living in that.
The wind was howling through at -10. It wasn't much fun.
So I'm wondering whether the static is going to be the long-term home here, or whether you still have ambitions for something more permanent.
Oh, no, I still want to build the house. This is temporary. I mean, it acts as an office. It's handy, but it's not my house, no.
I think what you're sort of proving is that you have to build on functionality and what you really need, the bare essentials.
Well, we've had to prioritise, so, no, I think we've done the right thing.
Rizia's ability to set traditional creature comforts aside for a future grand plan is inspiring. A year of living here, and she's had to compromise on some things, like where she's living. But her dream smallholding sideline is underway.
Oh, look at this.
Right, come on. Hello, ladies.
Hello. How many chickens have you got?
I've got four ladies and 1 cockerel.
Have you got any eggs?
I usually leave 1 for them.
See if you've got any in here. You've got lots in here. What are you feeding them, Rizia?
Dog food.
Of course you're feeding them dog food. Does that alter the taste of the eggs?
No, they don't get much. It's a treat. I mean, that's all they're getting. It's not like it's their staple diet. There we go. Little treat every day.
This place is unrecognisable since the last time I was here. No more burnt-out debris. It's taken on a new life and a new feel. You can see the beauty. But more impressive than the transformation of the site is Rizia.
Oh, look at old Quentin's got it. Brilliant.
Her optimism and determination
Oh, well done, Linda.
hasn't altered.
That's it.
In fact, it's increased. And it's infectious. But I can't help but wonder how this is working financially and if she will ever be able to afford a house.
Going to get your dogs just to put the 2 front paws on it.
After the paying clients have gone, I want to get a few tips from Rizia to test out on my dogs at home.
Marcus. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Who's this then? Marcus.
This is Marcus.
What's Marcus learning today?
Well, I thought we'd teach you and Marcus a hand touch. First of all, you need your treats.
The treat, that's
Yeah.
the way to all dogs training hearts.
Well, we're asking them to work for us. You wouldn't work without wages, neither
Yep.
will they. If you just put your hands behind your back and then you're going to bring out your hand at his nose level, so all he has to do is walk towards it. I want you to mark that, say yes, and then give him a treat.
Yes.
That's perfect. Good timing.
I was waiting for him to be there.
What you did there, Ben, was really good. You said yes, and then you reached for your treat. Yes,
Yes.
well done.
Good boy.
That's cool.
Good boy.
You're really good.
With the business open and money coming in, I wonder how Rizia's doing financially.
So, Rizia, when you came here and started developing this place, you had the money from the property in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Have you still got any money left?
I've still got some money left, but it's a money pit. It really is every day. It's not enough to build the house. And I mean, now that I've started Pentland's dog training, there is money coming in, so I don't have to dig into that.
Have you got specific kind of financial targets you have to hit?
I've realised that I'm never going to hit my targets just by doing one-to-ones, and I have to broaden it out and do online courses. I'm hoping that will finance, the next step.
We'll keep kind of escalating up as you go, till you've got domination of Scotland.
No, I'm too old for that. No, I'm quite happy. I came here to retire. It's not going to happen. I don't want to anymore.
She's still got a mountain to climb, as she needs to build up the business to make the money to build her house. But this is as much about living in the countryside as starting a business. And I find her amazing sons hard at work on another step in her rural dream. Hey, Josh, Kyle. Your mum's got you both working again.
Yeah, always.
What's going on?
We're just going to pop a little oak tree in the ground. One of the first trees that we're going to be planting.
One of how many?
About 1,000, I think.
1,000, you guys. Okay, let's just rewind a year ago.
Yeah.
You had an epic amount of fencing to go in.
Yeah.
How much?
About 1,400 metres, I think it worked out at.
Yeah. And I can see a lot of it here.
Yeah.
A kilometre and a half. Yeah. High five, high five. How are you physically after all that?
Pretty broken.
Yeah.
Understatement.
And now you're at 1,000 trees.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on? Let me. I'm here. I'll give you a little hand at least to try and take some away. What I really admire about your mum and you guys is that you're taking things one day at a time. It's small stepping stones.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're doing this yourselves with your own hands, with a limited amount of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What would you say to other people who are kind of thinking? Do you think it is more than you thought it was going to be?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a lot more than we thought it was going to be. Yeah.
Was it worth it though?
It will be. Yeah, I think it'll be worth it. When everything's all said and done, I think. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Well, this tree, this is the metaphor, isn't it? And I can see it's harder physically and mentally than the boys thought it would be. Look at this, the sun is shining.
I know, isn't it? It's lovely when it's sunny, isn't it?
I wonder if, despite her sunny optimism, if the reality of the dream for Rizia is the same.
The one thing about here, you get beautiful sunrises.
Do you?
Absolutely sensational. The sky's brilliant. You get so much sky.
Was it easier or harder than you imagined this was going to be to get to this point?
If we're going to take it in stages, when I first came here, it was a lot harder. I didn't know what I'd let myself in for. I thought, no, it was hard, really, really hard. But looking back on it, I think we've done pretty well considering. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're at where we're at, do you know, and it's, I think we've achieved what we were wanting to achieve this year, if that makes sense.
It does. I mean, I can give you my outside perspective. You've done this all during the midst of a global pandemic when costs have spiraled, as you've said. You have done this through tough winters. You've done this on a limited budget.
Very, yeah.
And you've done this with just your boys.
Yeah, it's mostly been my boys. So for that, I mean, I'm so proud of them. I don't know, I'm just really proud of them.
I can see the emotion in your eyes.
This has definitely been the best step I've ever made, was getting out of the city and coming here.
No regrets?
None whatsoever. Yes, one. I didn't do it sooner. That's all.
This is a working dream. This is all about the dogs and the business and being happy. And Rizia is one of the happiest, most optimistic people I've ever met. And if anyone's going to make a go of this, it's Rizia. Next time, I'll be in the Highlands of Scotland meeting a couple in their 50s.
That's just beautiful.
Who are leaving their former urban life and reinventing themselves as the owners of a holiday lodge rental business in the grounds of their new home.
Into our future.
Into our future.
Now, I'm assuming that this isn't one of the lodges.
No, Ben, this is definitely not.
I'll see some of the issues their startup faces.
The badgers are in this bank, about 7 metres away from where we're working. We've hit another hurdle. There's a telegraph pole that we can't build under.
But guaranteeing an income when you've given up your day job can be a very worrying time.
What a year. What a year.